Hello, everyone. My name is Jake Commander, and today my topic will be on concussions and helmets. So, uh, the main point about my topic is why concussions and helmets are a big problem, and what is the connection between each other. This is a big problem because there are several. There are several concussions that occur over the years with football players and hockey players and lacrosse players that are super severe and career ending. These helmets that were used are used in the 1980s and all the way to 2010s, where single barred, they were single barred, so anything could get inside the helmet, mess with the face. And they had no padding for an impact either, or the padding could take impact, but it was very little protection. So this is important because there was too many concussions that occurred during the time of 1980s to 2010. Um, this is important because during this time, right, helmets were evolving and becoming better with decrease in concussion rate of a player that is playing on the professional field. Some negative effects. Um, so pretty much like the main problem, what is here that we need to capture is how to stop concussions from causing severe damage or life-threatening problems to players in collision sports. A statistic by Christopher M. Bonfield in that was stated by him um, was stated in the NFL there were 3,500 to 4,000 concussions recorded in the season of 2000 of the year 2000, and they were still rising at the time. So when it got to 2010, there was still a capstone of 4,000 concussions each season. um, what's not helping though is there are still some other things due to injury and concussions, and that would be like tackling specific ways, just different techniques to uh, keep a player safer in the game of football or the game of hockey or um, lacrosse as well. Some improvements uh, that have been happening by the year of 2023, the NFL policy states that there are specific helmets allowed on the field, and one of them is the VICIS helmet that contains padding and indicators of how hard someone is hitting and if they're hitting with their head. So pretty much the indication is a buzzer in a coach's pocket, um, and he'll have a buzz that'll go off in his pocket and it'll tell him the name, the number of the player on the field, and he'll take the player out and reassess what's going on and let him know that he's hitting too hard or he's hitting the wrong way and he needs to stop using his head while using tackle techniques or just colliding period. um what is also helping is the tackle techniques that football players are now um, being enforced to use, and one of them was the Seahawk tackle technique, which is um, you would wrap the legs up at the pretty much wrap the legs up of a player and roll instead of using your head or putting your shoulder into another player's chest, because the other player, the opponent, might be leading with his head as well. So therefore, this is a way safer technique to tackle someone. Based on these specific rules and regulations and evolution of the helmets in the NFL has only experienced in 2023 219 concussions on that year, and that is a significant decrease in concussions, and this is fantastic. This is what we want to see. So in conclusion, the helmets that are provided now for players in the NFL and um, the hockey league, National Hockey League, and the lacrosse leagues in college are shutting are shutting down the number of concussions that uh, are experienced or are being experienced throughout the years or seasons that these players are pursuing. And this is an effective way of keeping people safe, as well as rules and regulations. So, I just wanted to show you guys that this is a helmet that has been used from 1990s to 2010. They still use these now in like youth days and high school days, maybe some college days. But if your college is wealthy, they will have the new and improved helmets. So this helmet right here, it's not too bad. Obviously, it's a little beat up. It's been being used. It's not too bad, but the padding on the inside is hard, which is hurting the player that is using the helmet. Uh, a lot of pain will be dealt to the front forehead because it's too hard. It doesn't take as much, or it doesn't hold as much protection. Um, Face mask. This is great. It doesn't let anything get in the face. Uh, this is overall a good helmet. But the better helmets are they have like a sensory mod on the front, and they have padding that is called Guardian Cap, which brings a padding soft shell layer worn on the outside. And there's more padding. Guardian XT reduces impact up to 33%.